Good morning. Welcome to the mothership. And thank you for joining us on this review of the My Father's, let me see if we can get that. My Father's number 4 Lancero. This is a 7 by 20 millimeter cigar. My Father's. I've always liked a Lancero or a Lancer cigar that it's traditionally 7 by 20 millimeters, the dimension. This type of cigar, this shape of cigar, the Lancero or the Lancer, became popular in the early 20s, arguably the late 19 teens, and remained fairly popular until the late 60s. Of course, now most connoisseurs of cigars, most people are just smoking them because they want to look cool, right? And that's why everybody smokes. They have to smoke these big things, big, giant, fucking dog turd looking fucking cigars. But back in the day, classy motherfuckers, they smoke Lanceros. When you smoke those big, fat, giant, big cigars that all these guys are smoking, I tell them right away, I say, hey, you look like a famous movie star smoking that cigar. They ask me, who? And I tell them, Lassie taking a shit. Anyway, if you want to enjoy a cigar, you need to be smoking Lanceros. The smaller diameter relieves the heat from such a large cherry. Also, the longer length keeps the heat away from your mouth, and it gives you plenty of tobacco to filter the hot smoke through. Anybody who's smoked a cigar must know that once that motherfucker is 2 inches around and on fire, you can't even fucking smoke it. Your goddamn mouth is so fucking hot from this ball of fucking, whatever it is, 210 degree fucking ball of fire. But anyway, that's why original cigar smokers were always smoking Lanceros. And that's why I like them. Because most cigars, you just can't smoke them. You light them, you hit it a couple times, you go, oh, that tastes good, and then about the third hit, it's just fucking fire. It's just hot heat. You don't taste nothing. But the Lancero, you don't get that problem. Anyway, this is, like I said, the My Father brand. I have never tried this. This is supposed to be the best Lancero out there. Now, this you can get at my local shop for about $12 a cigar. So it's not even on the higher end of cigars. But I'm kind of excited to check this out. So let's bust this pig open. We'll let you look one more time. My Father's Lancero 7 by 20. And let's see how this motherfucker smokes and see how it tastes. And the only thing I'm a little worried about now, my local store obviously has a humidor, but I've been in there a couple times looking for My Father's, and the guy kept saying, oh, we don't have any Lanceros. Well, then I went in there with another guy working, and he immediately went to the section and pulled down 2 boxes and found this in a box in the back. So have they been hiding them from me? Or what? I don't know. Very old school. Very old school. I don't know how to explain that. Classic tobacco. I'm not sure what country My Father's are from. If anybody knows, I'm sure it only says it on the box. It won't say it on this tag. My Father's, handmade, Garcia and Garcia. No, nothing on the band either. But, ooh, it's nice. Oh, I'm already excited about it. I think this is going to taste good. I think this is going to taste good. Incidentally, if anybody finds any Strike Anywhere fucking matches, goddamn, send them to LAC. I'm running out. These are Strike on botch. I have very few Strike Anywheres left. It's very smooth. It's very, very, very smooth. Very smooth. I considered doing this alive, but uh-oh, the wind got that one. I was considering doing this as a live. I was considering doing this alive, but in consideration, I realized that if I was live, then people would know where the fuck I was at that exact moment. And if I do it this way, you don't know where the fuck I am right now. You just know where I was when I filmed this. Was that this morning? Was this last night? Was it even fucking is it tomorrow? You don't fucking know. So. I'd like to also say that this motherfucker is rolled perfectly. It is the perfect softness where it works. I didn't like it very good though. But Dylan, next time you show up, we will get some of these my fathers. Dylan smokes cigarettes, but he does not smoke cigars. But he likes is this uneven? No, my head's leaning. No, it is uneven. Look at that. It's uneven. No! Is it? Or is it a shadow? I wish they were... This motherfucker's out again. I've never seen a cigar go out that easy. I think we got it that time. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about Dylan. Dylan. You know, there's a lot of people that don't. My father is one of those people. He don't like smoking a cigar, but he always liked the smell of one, for whatever reason. And he always told me that his father used to smoke Roy Tan blunts. Why is that information that's worth passing on? I don't know. It's just something I remember my dad saying. I have to say, the only problem with this my father's is you really gotta fucking puff on it to make it fucking work. Which is weird because look how lovely and soft it's rolled. Look at that. You know, nothing's worse than a cigar that's so fucking tightly rolled that you're fucking, you know, straining yourself to try to get it to fucking work. I think this is a pretty good cigar. I must say, I almost ashed it, but don't ash. You should just let the ash fall off. I mean, I think maybe old guys used to say that, and now people don't say that anymore, but I don't know. I just let it fall. As long as you're not wearing your white linen suit, you can just let the ash fall. I remember they used to say, you know, you don't want to ash because the ash adds extra cooling and filtration, but it's in front of the thing. So I don't know. Well, you're just filtering the air. I don't know. But not a bad way to start the day. I've had about 2 pots of coffee. I've been up since 3 a.m. thinking about things. There's a lot of shit going down on the mothership. Only a few people really understand or know what's going on, but you know, shit's gotten pretty thick around here. And you know, y'all ever heard of like shunning? You've heard of shunning? I think, you know, the Amish do it, and I'm sure other people do it. Other cultures do it, but like, I think it's interesting that when people shun you and it's not part of their religion or whatever, like they're just doing it. Anyway, you know, I've gotten in trouble speaking what I believe. And what I know to be the truth, and I just, you know, if people want to shun me for that, I don't know. But remember this, you can never talk to anybody deeper than they've talked to themselves. No matter who they are, no matter how much you thought that they loved you or think that they're loyal to you. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. And I know that now to be an absolute fucking fact. Blood is thicker than water, but yet you can choose your family and you can choose your tribe. And but what does Wrangle Star say? Act accordingly. Do y'all know that, motherfucker? I don't know. Wrangle Star, I think you're fucking cool. For the most part. Some of your shit is put on a little bit too hard. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I know you're just trying to fucking... Yeah, I know you're just trying. That fucking Wrangle Star, though, that motherfucker's got a lot of money. You can tell by his setup. That motherfucker's got a lot of money. That motherfucker worked for BLM for a long time. That's why he has a lot of money. I worked for BLM. I worked on a lot of fires. And, like, you want to know why? You want to know where your fucking taxpayer fucking money's going? It's going to them fucking forest fires, motherfucker. And them forest fires ain't about nothing except fucking laundering goddamn money, dude. I'll tell you what, in Alaska, fucking BLM sets fires on purpose. They're like, man, I really wish we had something to do, you know? And then they're like, oh, lightning started this fire. And like, motherfucker, me and my brother Henry, we've been out in the woods many times and fucking watched these motherfuckers show up and leave and a fire start and be like, oh, there was lightning that did that. And then motherfucker, I've been living here all year. It hasn't even thundered in 3 years. What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, what a fucking goddamn dude. The fucking government, y'all know that, right? I mean, the fucking government's a goddamn joke. It's a money laundering fucking scam. And like, if you want to make a lot of fucking money, go work for BLM. Fucking steal all that fucking shit, man. That's all them motherfuckers do is steal. Wrangle Star, I'm not talking about you specifically. I don't know what you did. I was just a little local fucking native in Alaska that showed up. All we did was fucking show up. You know what I mean? And like, whatever. We had crews. I was on a couple crews, had a red card or whatever. But look, you learn real fast. Like, getting your red card is not... that is not where you want to be on a fire, motherfucker. Those motherfuckers are sleeping on the ground and working 24 hours a day, and they ain't getting fucking paid shit. You know what I mean? Go fucking work logistics. Go work supply. Go work the fucking... You know what I mean? The motherfucker driving the goddamn water truck at the fucking helipad was making $1,000 a day. You know what I mean? All fucking tax, paid by taxpayer money. It's fucking crazy, man. Let them fucking forests burn. You know why? Because that is how God and the Great Spirit had fucking intended it. Incidentally, Florida has a huge, and I can't remember what the program is called, but it's basically like a blight program. Now, Florida may not be as extensive and large as California or Alaska, obviously, but in Florida there is a lot of woods here, and there's a lot of dead shit all the time because of the salt water and da-da-da-da-da. And like, you see giant crew, and I don't know if they're volunteers, certainly not all of them are, sometimes they're prisoners, but like, these motherfuckers will go out through the woods, they'll go through a fucking state park, and they will preemptively cut down and pick up all the dead wood, just like a fucking, just like a farmer or a homeowner does. You have your own back burn. Now in Alaska, they try that. They say, hey, we're going to have a back burn. And then their fucking back burn gets out of control. And then they have a fucking multi-billion-dollar fire on their hands. And then like when it starts raining, all the firefighters get mad. They're like, damn, man, don't put the fire out yet. It was crazy. I worked on the Toklat fire out of Nenana. I don't remember what year that was. Early 2000s. I think there was a Toklat fire and a Teklanika fire, but they're all. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm like, they're all the same. It's the same shit to me. But hey, my fathers, highly recommend. I can only speak for the Lanceros. I'm sure all the other ones have the same tobacco and all that kind of stuff, but the Lancero dimension is what makes a cigar taste good. Okay, definitely. Look how it hangs on that ash, baby. It's good. One fire we were working on, me and a bunch of locals. I don't know why I'm talking about Wrangle Star, you're a cool guy. I'm not talking shit about you. I'm not talking shit about you. Hell, they fired you, didn't they? They fired you for some bullshit. BLM is fucking bullshit, man. And I'm talking about Bureau of Land Management. Oh my gosh. All that shit that happened just recently. Somebody told me BLM was rioting, and I was thinking Bureau of Land Management. And I'm like, the fuck are those motherfuckers rioting for? Why would they riot? They make more fucking money than anybody on fucking Earth. It's like, wrong group. I didn't realize that there was two. I didn't know there was a second BLM. I thought it was just Bureau of Land Management. I'm like, what? Bureau of Land Management? Why are they rioting? Like, those motherfuckers make goddamn $400 a day minimum. You work fucking like, what is it, 16, 18-hour fucking days? Goddamn, you're on overtime fucking halfway through the third day or whatever. Y'all ever heard of has anybody ever heard of the term Davis-Bacon wages? Or is that must only be an Alaska thing? Or maybe a northern thing? Has anybody ever heard of that? What's the wage? Somebody will say, what's the pay? They'll say Davis-Bacon. Even on a job, not application, but like, job description, job title, and then it'll say salary and or pay, and it'll say Davis-Bacon. Now, I've only had a few jobs that pay Davis-Bacon, and all I know is that means way more than you fucking ought to be getting paid. Anyway, we were working on a fucking fire. I think it was the Toklat fire. I don't know. But it was me and Milo Marks-a-Lot and Gooey and Benny. And just a bunch of us local fucking boys, man. A bunch of local warriors, motherfucker. And we fucking went out there. In Alaska, you need money, you just go make it. You don't fucking need that shit. It's not like here in America where you gotta fucking pay to goddamn breathe and take a shit. Fucking cocksuckers. But anyway, look, we were working this big ass fucking fire, and it had gotten out of control. We're pretty sure that BLM started it. They had like a hotshot crew come in to do a back burn, and it got out of control. It didn't get out of control. They do that shit on purpose to generate fucking revenue. And but anyway, so we were working this fire, and goddamn, it had been like 30, 40 days, and they make you take a break, I think, after 16 days or 20 days. But when you're a lowly little native, like working fucking supply, like they totally fucking forget about you. They usually have a guy come by and say, oh, you're on your whatever day, you got to take 2 days off. But like, motherfucker, fucking like, I don't know, we all were working fucking just way past that. I'm fucking making a lot of money, motherfucker. Making a lot of money, and we were happy about it until we started really realizing, like, goddamn, that's our own money that we're making back, or bullshit like that. But me and Gooey, it was me and Gooey and Benji. Benny and the Jets. Anyway, we were just sitting there taking a break, and there were some high-ranking BLM guys fucking standing over there next to us. And it had started raining like the day before, and the fire was going to go out, and all of us locals were kind of happy about it, I mean, people's fucking cabins were burning down, and fucking places that we go moose hunt, and like, that's our fucking home, and like, again, the woods need to be burned to regenerate, to fucking be healthy. So you can't be that mad about it. But these fucking BLM guys, they and I can't remember exactly what they said, but me and Gooey were listening to them, and they were talking about how awful it was that the fire was going out, and that they were wishing it would fire back up. We need it to fire up. And they're like, I just bought a goddamn Coachman fucking motorhome. I need this fire to blow up so I can make the payments. And then look, me and Gooey fucking went over there, and we had a fucking serious goddamn conversation with those motherfuckers. We had a serious... Hey, Andrew just messaged me. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Everybody go check out Andrew. Anyway, we had to go have a serious conversation with those motherfuckers, and it just about got ugly. And luckily, the guy we worked for, who was a high-ranking BLM guy, I think his name was Carl Ringelstar. Do you remember? I can't remember his last name. His name was Carl. But he was a cool guy. He was a supply sergeant in the Marine Corps and retired, and then that's how he got to be with y'all. Because, like, we work supply. Fuck that goddamn... Dude, we all went and got our red card when we were young, and we all went and fucking made slash piles and blah, 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 blah. And then fucking... I watched my fucking... They wouldn't let you take a gun. My fucking uncle had to kill a goddamn grizzly bear with his fucking Pulaski. And then, like, those of us that were really smart... realize, red card motherfuckers out in the field are making whatever, $150, maybe $200 a day. But if you work at the helipad at Supply, slinging all the loads for the helicopters and fucking shit like that, motherfucker, you make $400 or $500 a day, and you can go when your shift's over, you go wherever you want, right? Because the fucking the helipad is always near the road. Right, I mean so you're basically, you're not in, you're still in the middle of nowhere, but you're in town. You have a road. So like at the end of our shift, motherfucker, like whatever, fucking somebody's old lady would come pick us up, and we'd all go back to the fucking village and fucking, you know what I mean? We all slept in our own fucking beds. That's the way to work on a fucking fire, But society, especially like young dudes, society when you're young is always telling you like, oh, you don't need to care, you don't need to get paid for your fucking life, and fucking you should just be proud, and like you should just do shit to impress people, and like fucking, and like society does that to a lot of fucking, I mean, they did it to me, fucking, oh, I don't need nothing, I'm a badass, and blah, 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 blah. And like, now that's just them fucking you. That's just them fucking brainwashing you to be a fucking cog in the fucking wheel. And like, I mean, even like fucking, go through fucking Instagram reels and shit, and look at all these motherfuckers who are like, whatever. They're like, I fucking work real hard, and I don't get to see my family, and I'm fucking miserable, but I'm doing what a real man does. And like, motherfucker, that's not even true. That's not even true. Most people have to fucking move to the city and get a fucking job working 40 hours a week at a fucking wherever and go there for 40 years and do the same shit every day because they can't do anything else, motherfucker. Like, you ever think about that? Like when our grandparents were like, when they were fucking telling you to go to the fucking factory and fucking all this kind of shit, and like, motherfucker, like, you want a fucking job that literally a robot or a monkey could do? Like, where's your value? How do you have value now? Right? I worked at a fucking place there for a while, and the motherfuckers, they were paying they weren't paying me this. I was working in a different part of the factory, but in the regular assembly part of the factory, they're paying these motherfuckers like $13 an hour, right? And they're making like $1,800 fucking firearms, right? And they're just fucking like high school fucking punks slamming shit together, not being taught how to do it. You know, it's just this fucking... I got a stalker, and I just watched them fucking drive by real slow, and then they just stopped at the stoplight, and they'll probably make a fucking left-hand turn, and I'm gonna see them here in about 3 minutes go this way. So, just, if you're a real stalker and you're watching my YouTube, motherfucker, you gotta get up pretty goddamn early in the motherfucking day to fucking get one over an old lack. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by fucking natives, motherfucker. I fucking trap animals smarter than most of these motherfuckers. I'm not gonna say most of you motherfuckers, because I'm sure there's plenty of people watching this who I would not attribute that to. But these fucking hooplehead cocksuckers out here, motherfucker, I trap animals smarter than these fucks. Fucking sick of these cocksuckers, man. This is supposed to be a review of this cigar, but I can tell you immediately, without even having to, this is a goddamn good cigar, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies, y'all can smoke cigars. Don't ever think you can't. Matter of fact, a lady smoking a cigar is pretty fucking sexy, if you ask me. If you're a lady and you do smoke cigarettes, get a fucking tip, man. Get some tips. Fucking class it out a little bit. I was talking to somebody the other day, it was probably Dylan. Y'all remember when old ladies used to smoke like this? And they smoked like that so the smoke wouldn't get in their hair and in their clothes, and they'd always hold it way out. Y'all remember? You don't see anybody smoke like that anymore. I used to watch people smoke when I was a kid, you know. I thought it was... And you get the old guys to do the overcup, you know, like that. Pretty funny. I don't know. Anyway, I guess this has just been a fucking 30-minute ramble. I don't even know. I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. Y'all definitely go find a My Father's brand cigar. And anybody out there who already smokes cigars or enjoys a good cigar, the next time you go to your local shop, try to find a Lancero or a Lancer of any brand. There's only maybe 3 or 4 companies that I think are even still making a Lancero that are imported into this country. Because like I said, these 7x20s, they went out of style in the 1960s, late 1960s. But this is a good cigar. It leaves nothing to be desired. It's very good. It's very good. Old Lax never really had... Well, when I was younger, I used to really like to smoke backwoods. Those hand-rolled backwoods cigars. And they came out, they had the original flavor, which at that time was not called original. It was just backwoods. There was only one. There was only one type of backwoods cigar. And then they came out with the sweet and aromatic, and it had a fucking kind of like a reddish package. And those motherfuckers were really good. And now, if I see backwoods, I'll get one. Every once in a while, I get one, because it reminds me when me and my dad used to go out to the woods, you know. Me and my dad, we were best friends, man. But that cigar, the smell of that cigar makes me fucking think of that shit. So I get one. Well, the other day, I really just get the sweet and aromatic ones now, because the ones they call original, they don't fucking taste like they used to. But the sweet and aromatic backwoods, they still taste like what I remembered them to taste like, you know. So yeah, every once in a while, I go to the gas station, whatever, get some gas, get a Coca-Cola. I see that motherfucker behind the counter, I'll be like, I need one of those. You know, and I think about sitting on the bank of the fucking creek, man. Sitting on the bank of the fucking creek. Sitting in the... You know, that's what we used to do, man. There's nothing better than that. Ain't nothing better than fucking sitting on the bank watching the fucking creek go by. Those were the fucking days. And you know what? I'm gonna get back to those fucking days. Because I've been living my fucking life for about almost 40 years for a lot of other motherfuckers. But I'm gonna start living that motherfucker for me. You know? I've done a lot of fucking shit for other people. I've done a lot of fucking things. I changed my fucking life multiple fucking times to adhere to other people's goddamn fucking mold that they wanted me to put me in. And you know what? They all fucking stabbed me in the back. They all stabbed me in the back. Now, there are some of you out there who obviously know I'm not talking about you. But any of you who might be watching and thinking that and starting to get a little offended because you think I'm talking about you, motherfucker, I probably am talking about you then. Because your own fucking conscience, it will be your judge. I'm not gonna judge you. You can judge your fucking self. Because you know. You know. And that's just the fucking way it is, man. It's a real shame to be in the situation that I'm in, because I got 2 little babies that I need to do nothing but live for. But, you know, between other people involved with them, that's probably not something I can do. And, you know, it's just it's a long, hard road to toe. I know one thing. The best thing that I can do for anyone, people that I love, people that love me, or even myself, is to just be true to me, motherfuckers. And if that bothers you, then I guess you don't love me. You know, because conditional love is not love. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, because that's a fact I know. Conditional love is not love. Not at all. You will never fucking catch lack loving somebody under conditions. Because that ain't the fucking way it's supposed to be. Incidentally, if y'all want a spot in the commune, y'all fucking leave it in the comments. I got some land in Alaska. I got this house in Florida. We're gonna have to, you know, whatever. Let's start a fucking religion and fucking come join my commune. You wanna fucking live with real people who believe in real shit, who don't get caught up in fucking bullshit? Look me up, motherfuckers. Look me up in the small fucking group of friends I still got. Because we fucking love unconditionally. It's fucking ride or die when you're with us, motherfucker. You can fucking leave and abandon us, but you can't come back. Because we're steadily moving forward. And we ain't gonna fucking stop and back up for you. Because ain't nobody stopped and backed up for us. Wide open and stop. That's all we know. You dig? I appreciate everybody who's lasted this 33 minutes. I fucking bitched about Bureau of Land Management and shit. I'll probably get fucking whatever because I use the acronym BLM and they probably think I'm talking about somebody else, but like, I don't know anything about those motherfuckers. I never worked for them. I worked for the Bureau of Land Management. Anyway, shout out to Diamond Matches. I wish you motherfuckers could make some strike anywheres, you fucks. God damn it. Shout out to My Father's Brand Cigars. Old Lack has never really had a definitive brand of cigar, but I can tell y'all one thing. It is My Father's Lanceros. Oh, shout out to Benson's Jewelry Store in Pensacola, Florida. This is my grandfather's wedding ring. And on the inside, it's engraved with his name and my grandmother's name and their wedding date, 1942. This ring, my grandfather was a pretty small guy, and when I got this ring, it wouldn't even fit on my pinky finger. So I took it to the local jeweler here, Benson's, I believe, or Bryson? God damn. I don't think they have a YouTube channel or anything, but if they do, well, it doesn't matter, because y'all ain't gonna come to fucking Pensacola to goddamn... But anyway, he's a cool fucking dude. But I showed him this ring, and I said, I want to wear this ring, but it won't fit. You know? And he was able to not mess the engraving up and not stretch it, but I guess like he made a wedge in it and made it bigger. But he made it one whole size larger for my pinky finger. And I can't remember the diameter of this, but it's like a little over 3/4 of an inch. I can't remember. It's like size like 15 or something. So, but anyway. So I love you, grandfather. I wish that you were still around so I could fucking talk to you about shit. This grandfather died when I think I was 8 years old. I didn't know him that well. He taught me how to shoot a pistol, and I still have the pistol that he taught me to shoot. I just seen it the other day. But I wish that motherfucker, out of all the people I ever knew who died, I wish he was the one that didn't die, because that motherfucker had a lot of shit I think he could have taught me. I probably would turn out to be a different person if he was still around. But I lost him when I was 8. And I didn't know him that well. But I pray to him still, because he watches out for me. Every day I pray, sometimes more than once. I pray, dear Spirit, dear Creator, dear Grandfather, dear Edmund, dear Puff, dear Sullivan, dear Slim, and all the spirits that watch over me and my family. I ask you for guidance. I ask you for guidance to be what needs to be in this world. I ask for the knowledge to be better. And I ask for the willpower. Anabasi.